Do you want your orchids to bloom just in time for the new year, with healthy plants, green leaves, and vibrant long-lasting flowers? Today, I will reveal all the secrets to orchid care and the perfect fertilizer formula for the right time, helping your plants bud and bloom beautifully for the new year, lasting a long time. Just follow these steps correctly, and you'll see a noticeable difference right before the new year. Before you is a pot containing 3 orchid plants, and the most important thing right now is proper care to ensure optimal results, healthy roots, thick leaves, and sufficient vigor for flowering. If done correctly, the plants will stabilize quickly and bloom at the right time. First, I will use pruning shears to trim all damaged, rotten, and old roots that are no longer able to absorb nutrients. If the tree has weeds growing on it, we should also remove them. Leaving these parts will weaken the plant and make it susceptible to fungal diseases. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe buttons to support me and so you don't miss any orchid care tips. It's great to have you as a companion on this journey. Therefore, before fertilizing and caring for the orchid, we should water the roots and the entire growing medium thoroughly with clean water. A very important note: always water the plant about 15 minutes before fertilizing. The purpose of this step is to awaken the entire root system and cells of the orchid. When the roots are moistened, the cells begin to function again, and the ability to absorb nutrients will be much stronger and more efficient. If you fertilize when the roots are dry, the plant will not only absorb nutrients poorly but also be prone to root shock and root burn. Besides English, we now have voiceovers in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Hindi, and Indonesian to help you understand the content more easily. Listen in your preferred language by opening the video and clicking on the settings gear icon to select the appropriate audio language. After watering, observe the water flowing through the growing medium. If the water is clear and clean, it indicates that the growing medium is still good, the roots are well ventilated, and the care will be highly effective. Conversely, if the water flowing out is cloudy, it is a sign that the growing medium is dirty, contains old fertilizer residue or pathogens, and the care will not be effective. After checking, remove the orchid pot from the tray and let the plant drain naturally. Next, the main ingredient I use is green tea. Dried tea leaves as a nutrient solution for orchids. Green tea is very good for orchids, possessing mild antibacterial and antifungal properties, while also providing active ingredients that help the plant recover and grow steadily. Take 1 teaspoon of green tea and add it directly to the container. Then, pour in about 500 milliliters of boiling water. The hot water will help release all the nutrients in the green tea, resulting in a strong nutrient-rich tea solution ready for use in subsequent orchid care steps. After adding boiling water, stir the green tea solution well to dissolve the tea and begin releasing its nutrients. Next, cover tightly to retain heat and preserve the active ingredients in the tea. Then, cover with a clean cloth and let the green tea steep for about 1 hour. Next, we'll use bread as a nutrient for the orchid. Bread is high in B vitamins, along with important minerals like potassium, phosphorus, and nitrogen, which are excellent for the recovery and growth of orchids. Instead of throwing away leftover bread from daily life, we'll reuse it. Weigh out approximately 20 grams of breadcrumbs. This is enough for 1 use. Then, put all the breadcrumbs into a container and pour in boiled filtered water to soften the bread and begin releasing nutrients, preparing it for the next step of incubating and caring for the orchids. Next, add about 1/4 teaspoon of dry bread yeast. This amount is just enough to activate the fermentation process helping to release more nutrients beneficial to the orchid. Then stir the mixture well so that the dry yeast dissolves completely in the water without clumping. Once stirred, cover tightly and let the mixture rest for about an hour. After an hour of steeping, our green tea extract is complete, and the nutrients in the tea have dissolved into the water. At this point, do not use it directly. Filter out all the tea leaves to ensure the solution is pure. Next, prepare a clean container or bottle and filter the green tea again thoroughly, removing all remaining sediment. Once the water is clear and free of residue, we will have a jar of pure, nutrient-rich green tea that is safe for orchids. Next, we pour out a cup of filtered green tea. Then, prepare a soft, clean, and fine cotton ball. Gently dip the cotton ball into the green tea, allowing it to absorb the nutrients evenly. Next, gently take the orchid out and proceed to wipe the leaves. We carefully wipe both the top and bottom surfaces of the leaves. The top surface helps remove dust and dirt, while the bottom is where mold and bacteria often reside and needs careful cleaning. When wiped with green tea, the orchid leaves will be cleaner, more breathable, reducing fungal diseases and helping the plant photosynthesize better. This is a very important step in the care process, helping the orchid to be healthy and grow steadily. After wiping all the leaves, we place the orchid outside, preparing it for the next care steps. Next, we continue wiping the orchid leaves. With this care method, wiping the leaves every 2 weeks will keep them clean, significantly improving photosynthesis and metabolism, thus helping the orchid grow healthier and stronger. Wiping the leaves with green tea water also helps heal insect bites and prevents mold from adhering to the leaf surface. After proper care, the orchid leaves will turn green again, with stable and healthy colors. During the wiping process, orchid leaves often accumulate a lot of dust, so the cloth must be washed clean, wrung out, and then used to wipe each leaf until completely clean. In this way, we have cleaned the entire surface of the orchid leaves, removing accumulated dust. After this leaf wiping step, we will move on to the next step, which is spraying nutrients to help the plant absorb them better and develop steadily. Next, prepare a spray bottle. Then, scoop the nutrient solution, specifically the brewed green tea, into the bottle. On the Blissful Garden channel, you can also find many ways to make homemade organic fertilizers from familiar kitchen ingredients. These are not only cost-effective but also help plants grow sustainably. In this step, we spray directly onto the orchid plant, evenly covering the entire leaf surface, both upper and lower, to allow the plant to absorb nutrients better. Proper spraying helps keep the leaves clean and healthy, increases photosynthesis, and limits fungal diseases and insect pests. Spray gently and evenly, avoiding overspraying. This ensures the orchid receives adequate nourishment while remaining safe, promoting stable growth and strong development. Next, we spray directly onto the orchid leaves. Spray the upper surface to wash away all the dirt and dust. The underside is where mold, bacteria, and insects often reside, so it must be thoroughly cleaned. When we spray correctly, the orchid leaves are washed clean of dirt, bacteria, and mold. The leaf surface is more breathable, and photosynthesis is significantly increased. After about an hour, the breadcrumbs had absorbed water and undergone a slight fermentation, which is ideal for use in orchid care. At this point, I stirred the mixture well, then filtered out all the solids, keeping only the lightly fermented bread liquid. Next, I strained this liquid and mixed it with green tea, then filtered it again to ensure a clear solution with no sediment. The result is a clean nutrient solution, a combination of green tea and fermented bread liquid, which is very safe and effective for orchid care, helping the plants absorb nutrients well, grow healthily and stably. Next, we prepare a clean container. Then pour in the fermented breadcrumb solution mixed with green tea water to create a natural composite fertilizer. Next, I will take the orchid pot outside and water the roots and growing medium directly with a solution of a mixed fertilizer made from green tea and lightly fermented bread. This solution, when absorbed into the growing medium, will activate beneficial fermenting microorganisms, helping the orchid roots absorb nutrients better while also improving the soil's aeration and porosity. The beneficial bacteria will inhibit and eliminate harmful bacteria, limiting the development of fungal diseases. In addition, the natural vitamins and minerals in the solution will promote strong orchid growth, healthy roots, and thick, glossy green leaves. Next, I added the remaining nutrient solution, a compound fertilizer, to the container, sealed the lid, and completed the care for the orchid pot. At this point, I watered directly into the growing medium, focusing on the base roots and the entire medium to allow the nutrients to penetrate deeply. Watering directly onto the roots and growing medium helps the root cells absorb nutrients quickly, allowing them to penetrate deeply from the bottom up, nourishing the entire stem, leaves, and flower stalks. This is the most effective way to fertilize through the roots. The orchid absorbs nutrients directly, growing strong and stable. After watering, I soak the pot in a tray like this for about 20 minutes to ensure the growing medium and roots are fully saturated with nutrients, absorb them evenly, and retain the necessary moisture. Once the roots have absorbed enough, the orchid will grow healthily, the roots will spread strongly, the leaves will be thick and green, and it will be ready to sprout flower buds. Next, after spraying and soaking for 20 minutes, I take a clean, soft cotton towel and carefully wipe the leaf tips, leaf surfaces, and especially the leaf axils of the orchid. These areas often retain excess fertilizer water if left damp for too long. It creates conditions for mold and bacteria to grow. Therefore, it is essential to wipe them clean and dry them completely. Drying removes residual moisture from the leaves, keeping the leaf surface dry and clean, thus preventing mold and protecting the orchid. I emphasize, leaf tips and axils are vital points. Neglecting them can easily damage the plant. With this type of nutrient solution, we fertilize every 2 weeks or twice a month. This will ensure stable growth, strong roots, thick leaves, and excellent preparation for flower bud development. The best time to care for the orchid is in the morning. If it must be done in the afternoon, it must be completed before sunset so that the plant still receives sunlight and wind, which helps with photosynthesis and metabolism. Absolutely do not care for the orchid late in the evening, as this will cause waterlogging, stunted leaf growth, and make the plant susceptible to disease. After 20 minutes, I remove the orchid. At this point, the nutrients have completely absorbed into the roots and growing medium. Next, I place the plant in a well-lit, airy area so that it can continue photosynthesis, grow vigorously, develop roots and leaves, and prepare for flowering. At this stage, I move the plant to a garden with abundant natural light, but avoid direct sunlight on the leaves. So, This is the result after 4 weeks of care. Our orchids are growing noticeably, with lush, thick, clean, and glossy green leaves. The leaf surface shows a healthy wavy pattern, indicating excellent nutrient absorption. The leaves are upright, vibrant, green, and show no signs of fungal disease. Most importantly, the root system and foliage are developing evenly and healthily from base to tip. You can clearly see that the flower stalks have begun to emerge vigorously. Almost every pot is pushing out stalks. With healthy plants, strong roots, and healthy leaves, flowering is a certainty. With sufficient nutrients and proper care, the plants will produce vibrant, fresh, and long-lasting flowers. In just a few more days, these flower stalks will continue to grow longer, preparing to enter the bud development stage. Therefore, this new year, we can be completely confident of having beautiful, uniform orchids that bloom at the right time. Look at this orchid pot. The roots and leaves are very healthy. The leaves are clean, bright, shiny, and sturdy. The flower stalks are clearly developing, showing no signs of stunted or slow growth. This is the result of consistent, timely, and proper care. When we care for orchids with enthusiasm and dedication, they will be free from fungus and disease, grow steadily, and continue to produce more flower cycles. Both plants in this pot have 2 flower stalks each, with deep roots firmly embedded in the growing medium, absorbing nutrients very well. The leaf buds, flower buds, and flower stalks are all clearly developing. What do you think of my method of caring for this orchid? Don't hesitate to leave a comment and share your thoughts. I really want to hear your feedback and experiences. Every share from you is a valuable source of motivation that helps us learn and love plants more every day. In the next video, I will reveal a new method to revive care for orchids, helping them sprout roots and bloom incredibly quickly.